From the 1st to 31st of every October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And this year, Pink Africa Foundation has decided to host a pink ball tagged Art for Cancer to mark the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. What do you know about breast cancer? Have you heard about it before?
Yes, I've heard about breast cancer. Like the name implies cancer, we know that it is abnormal multiplication of cells. But these cells we are talking about, particularly in the breast.
Breast cancer is a disease, a malignant disease of the breast, if I may say that word, and it continues to be a menace to the society and to women generally.
Okay.
It's one of the commonest causes of death among women, and it's a condition that we will not wish to continue.
So, what do you think are the causes of breast cancer?
From what I heard, they said our lifestyle, yes, could affect us.
Okay.
Like women who start taking pills from young age.
Okay.
Yes, when you start taking pills like that, it keeps you at risk of having breast cancer.
Oh.
Yes. And I also heard that women who don't breastfeed their children,
Okay.
it's also a risk.
Okay.
You have a child and you're supposed to breastfeed, you're not sick,
Okay.
and you don't breastfeed because you don't want your breast to slack.
Yeah.
You're at risk.
What do you think are the causes of?
Well, I don't think we have really found the exact cause of cancer, but there are lots of risk factors associated. There's cigarette smoking, there's alcohol, it also could be familial. There can also be some topical. Some school of thought said that some topical application of some things can also cause it, ultraviolet radiation and all that. So many things, so many
Nobody
things.
really knows.
No, we don't, at least to my knowledge, we've not really had a specific cause.
Some people say treatment can be done with salt and water.
Just as when, what was it that was doing
Ebola.
sort of Ebola? No, I don't think there's nothing like that. I don't know if there's anything that can be cured with salt and water anyway.
So treatment has to be strictly medical.
Treatment, yes.
Yeah.
Treatment is medical, but the best treatment as far as I'm concerned in anything is prevention.
There was a particular time I started noticing some funny lumps around my breast.
Okay.
Now, I want to believe if I had left it, I think it would have developed into something else. But being that I had always seen articles where they tell you do self-examination, massage your breast, that was how I kept on massaging my breast. And after a long while, I noticed the lump was no longer there.
Okay, my name is Ubo Midoyang.
My name is Paulinus Celsus.
I'm Carlo Ofio.
Okay, Kanu and Oprah and Pauline. So what do you know about breast cancer?
Okay.
Well, breast cancer happens to be the second most commonest cancer among women after cervical cancer. So it's a recent research that's been known that there has been a rising incidence of breast cancer among women.
Okay, so what is the treatment for it? Do you have an idea? People say that once they are diagnosed of breast cancer, you can just put water and salt together and drink 3 times a day and the thing just goes away. Can that work?
No, not really. The treatment for breast cancer, it varies. It actually depends on the stage and the diagnosis.
Okay.
There are different stages of breast cancer. If the diagnosis is picked up early enough, at that same stage, it can be treated with just chemotherapy. It can be treated, or if there's a lump in your breast, at that early stage, you can excise the lump, that is to remove the lump, without having the cancer cells spread to other parts of the body. But in our environment here, most people usually come late because they prefer to try other methods of treatment. They go to churches, go to traditional healers. So by the time they present to our facility here, they come very, very late. So at that stage, most times the treatment we resort to is mastectomy, that is removal of the breast. So that's why most people feel that, okay, once I have breast cancer, my breast will be removed. But that's not true. It depends because most people present late.
Oh,
That's why.
And at that late stage, you know that the cancer might have metastasized to other parts of the body.
Okay.
So moving the breast alone as mastectomy might not be a cure per se for that condition. Then also the late presentation is actually very high in this part of the country.
Okay.
Understand? So What we advise is breast self-examination. If this thing is picked up earlier than usual, then this thing can be treated before that lady gets to that stage.
8 minutes and Sunday is my name.
Okay. Please, have you heard anything about, do you know what breast cancer is? Have you heard about it before?
Breast cancer is not a new disease in the sub-Saharan Africa, as far as I am concerned.
Okay.
A lot of enlightenment has been carried out by federal, individual organizations, and even hospitals like these.
Okay. So, so far, what do you think, based on the enlightenments you've had, what do you think causes breast cancer?
Well, the actual cause of breast cancer, I might not know, but it's a common disease as far as I know.
Okay.
That women do have in their breast. That's at times medical doctors do advise them to come for checkup from time to time to feel their breast and see if there's any stone in it, they know, and then they start the treatment immediately.
So do you know anybody who has had it or survived it?
Wow.
A relative, a friend, a colleague, a neighbor?
Yeah, my brother's wife is currently suffering from cancer. Though we just started because of treatment, but you know, it's not encouraging. But we have to encourage her to live.
So did she find out on time?
No, she delayed treatment, and so she came in when it was already too late to have cut the breast.
So what do you think people should do once they find out? People say you can take salt and water, you can, see a spiritualist, you can see a prophet.
No, none of those things. Once you discover any abnormal thing in your body, you must seek for medical aid.
I'm Pastor Ekong Utun.
Okay, Pastor, what do you know about breast cancer? Have you heard about it before?
I've been hearing about breast cancer, but I don't really have the insight about it.
Okay, so do you know anybody who has ever had it before?
I had a woman that was that came to church some time ago that had the breast cancer, but that was one thing I had.
Okay, so as a pastor, what do you advise people to do when they find out they have breast cancer?
As a pastor, I advise people to go to hospital.
Okay.
There are some things we believe in medical treatment.
Okay.
If you have a breast cancer, please, I want to advise you should go look for medical advice. Look for doctors who are in charge. They will give you drugs. If it is something that can detect early, it will help you to be able to overcome it. So I feel and I think I want to say that you should look for doctors.
Okay, so you don't subscribe to when there's breast cancer, go to church, drink salt and water to make it work?
No. I don't believe in that. But I believe God can do everything.
Yeah.
With God, all things are possible.
Okay.
But at the same time here, God has placed people in different dimensions, different, section in life. We have doctors who are qualified, who have the wisdom of God, who are called by God in that area. Okay. So I wouldn't say to you become a pastor that if you are sick, especially that kind of sickness, you should look for a pastor. A pastor can still pray for you, he can still also assist you by prayers. Okay. But then there are people who are actually qualified, who has men in that aspect. Look for doctors who can help you in that area. Okay. We can still pray for you. I'm not saying God cannot do it. Oh, yeah. We can do it also. But the aspect where people now solely depend on spiritual prophet, look for salt, look for anointing oil, look for something, look for water. I don't know because I'm not such a pastor. Okay. I'm a word-based pastor. Okay. I believe on the word of God. I live by the word of God. I go by the word of God. But if somebody has been moved or is being led by God, they say, okay, you can use oil, use salt, that's their own, but I don't know about it. So please, I want to advise anybody who is affected or pass through this kind of problem to look for medical advice, please.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm glad to have you this afternoon. I want to thank you for such this kind of wonderful awareness. People should be aware because a lot of people are not aware of it. That's why lots of people are suffering in this spiritual churches. Yeah. Please, I'm happy. Thank you very much. I'm glad to have you. Thank you very much. I love you.
You've heard all what they have to say about breast cancer. If you want to know more, log on to www.pinkafricafoundation.org. My name is Geda Etefia of Church Girl Magazine, reporting for Pink Africa Foundation.